morning. Oops. Today's reading is a very basic reading. It's just on what are their feelings for you. So if you want to choose from the blue large bauble with Dr. Folk, or the Madame Lulu with the pink, or Orlovsky with the purple, have a moment, have a think, which one you like, which one draws your attention, and we'll get going. Hi Power One, I've put your spread out already because I started reading it and then found something in the spread which made more sense to me, and it all sort of developed. So I'm going to tell you what I found in your spread. The person who you are asking about, whether male or female, has got a very, very strong personality. They have strong emotions, but they are also one of those people who like to feel controlled. So this person's feelings for you are passionate and they desire you, but they've got this strong need to appear like they've got everything in order. So they're going to try and hide these passions, and you might just get either a blank exterior or a very pleasant exterior because they've dealt with these passions logically. Behind them, or both of you in this relationship, are like an emotional connection. They might see you, if you're female, as being very in touch with your feminine side, a very gentle and creative figure, complete opposite to the way that they are in themselves. They are quite controlling. They like everything to be quite factual, and they like everything to be in its boxes. They like to be in charge of things, not in a negative way. It's just the way they've been brought up. For instance, they could be the older brother of or sister of a family of younger siblings. So that's the role they've played in their life, and that's the role they feel most comfortable with. They see you as being more free-flowing, more bohemian, more in touch with your creative side. Now, I'm thinking that their feelings that they're trying to control might actually come out in the near future. You are in a very generous sort of time in your life, or very generous mood, where you are quite open with your feelings. Their feelings are strong. The situation surrounding probably even both of you is like an outflowing of emotion, where you're both feeling the connections in a very strong way. And what might happen is that there might be some sort of get together, some sort of, I know this is difficult because of the times at the moment, but this is what the cards are saying to me. There will be some sort of connection within a building. It could be Zoom, but I tend to think it will be an actual physical meeting where you two get together, and this person, although in control of themselves, starts to feed you little bits to show you their true feelings. Now, this all seems positive in a way, but to be honest, what I'm thinking here is that they're all different personalities. They're very strong. They are very much in charge of what they're doing. Now, you seem to me to be more free-flowing. They probably feel slightly threatened by the fact that you don't have the need to control like they do. They probably see you as quite easy with your emotions, quite open, quite easy to show that you feel affectionate towards them. What's going to happen, this is what I'm thinking is going to happen, is going to be a connection between the pair of you where this person starts to show you their true feelings, or tends to reveal what they are thinking and feeling about you. And what's going to happen after that is they are going to withdraw because they feel like they've got slightly out of control. Okay, just to briefly go over to explain where I've got this from. This is your person that strong desires, strong emotions, and they are showing these in a very controlled way. They are in control of what they are actually feeling, although they are feeling extremely strong physically towards you and emotionally. This is reiterated with the use of the Page of Swords that's crossing that, which is basically somebody who's quite detached, who likes to look at things from a logical perspective, and that's how they will express themselves to you. Behind them is what I'm assuming is their situation, how they've encountered you in the past, which is a very sort of, they see you as emotional, they see you as a generous natured, caring person, and they realise that you're quite different, but that doesn't seem to deter them. outwardly it won't seem to deter them, because there will be a situation where you both get together. You are quite open to this person. You're not afraid to express your desires. You're not afraid to tell them that you're attracted to them. They will like that, they will accept it, but that will make them feel uncomfortable. I would suggest that you still go ahead if those are your strong feelings, because the situation surrounding it's like an outpouring of love between the pair of you. So don't hold it back. Express, be yourself, because this person's attracted to you because of the way you are already. Be yourself, express your love, but be prepared that what might happen, which might be one of your fears, is this person might move away from you after they've done that, which is highly likely, because they feel as if they've basically stepped over a very frightening boundary. This person does not find expressing their emotions easy. It's probably just not the way that they've been brought up. Yes. If you meet and this person is very warm and open to you, accept it, make the most of it, because what they're going to do afterwards is they are going to hide from you, because to once again go back to this strength card as we've just explained, to basically try and control their passions. So this is them sneaking off. Basically they feel like they've basically lost control of themselves. This is them hiding, keeping a low profile, and the reason they're doing that is the fact that they are once again trying to control their passions. Somebody who is not at ease with expressing themselves, probably emotionally and sexually. So that is who you're dealing with. And probably the reason you are probably opposites, the reason they're attracted to you is that you don't have this in you. So you have to be quite gentle with them and wait for the little steps to be made, as they have quite a few things to deal with. So to answer the question, how does this person feel about you? They are hugely attracted to you because you are the complete opposite to them. They will be attracted to you because you're quite liberal, because you're easygoing. You're probably very creative, very emotional. You're not someone who hides your feelings. They would find that fascinating. They are dying to get in touch with you in a physical sense. I mean, physically, probably both ways, but basically, to make it a reality, not so much to be like a conversation online or a telephone call. They want to meet you physically. This will probably result in something where they do actually feel as if they've lost control, and you are both share your feelings to each other, but that person will not be able to cope with it and will probably retreat for a bit. Okay, pile number 1. Hope that helps. Well done to you. Be kind to your other person. They're not quite coping as well as you. Okay, well, thank you for joining pile number 1. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe if you liked it so that you get some more. Right. Thank you for watching. Okay, hello, pile number 2. Okay, pile number 2. I've had to restart again pile number 1 and pile number 2 because I've started shooting my mouth out before I've looked at the cards. So now I've looked a bit deeper. This is what I get from your cards. These person's feelings for you are confusing in the fact that they feel emotionally connected to you. There's a lot of emotion there, but there's also a very, very strong need to control their desires for you. There's a feeling that they're connected to you. There's a feeling that you are perfect in the fact that you are, whether you're male or female, you're very feminine in the fact that you're quite creative, you're quite receptive, you're very open, and you're probably very giving. They see that, they probably know that you're as attracted to them as they feel towards you. And I don't know whether you're already in a relationship, whether you're already married, or whether there's some sort of family connection, or whether it's just the fact that they feel emotionally complete with you. And this is the past. You obviously know each other quite well already, because there is a strong feeling of being connected. Excuse me, I'm going to sneeze. but for some other reason, either whether you're in a relationship where you could be married with the Ten of Cups behind, or whether there's something within the family that they can't express what they feel. They feel the need to hide their feelings. And it's not just their emotional feelings, it's more their sort of sexual feelings that they need to feel as if they need to keep them under control then when they're with you for some reason, whether you are in a situation where you can't express these feelings or whether it's not appropriate. And what they resort to, and what they will resort to in the near future, is almost a cool exterior, so that they are appearing to you as if they don't actually feel all these huge emotions and this passion. So when you actually meet them, they will have this sort of straight-laced look on their head, which you won't be able to figure out, and could feel quite cruel to you. It's not that they're trying to be cruel, it's just the fact they're trying to control themselves and appear logical. Now, so to me, this pile feels as if something has happened. There's been a huge change within you. Either you have done something in the relationship, or something has happened personally to you in your life. And this is probably got something connected to why this person is not ready to express their feelings. Because what their feelings towards you at the moment, although this huge bit in the past of desire, emotional connection, feeling as if you are the one, at the moment they are feeling cool and as if you've cut them out. Something has happened with you that has made this person feel as if they are left out. They've got this inkling there's something left that they could rebuild, but some action maybe that you've made towards them, something you've said to them, or another younger person, probably a young male, has come into the situation and caused them to feel as if they don't have a handle on the situation anymore. Everything to them is slightly muddled. There's things that aren't explained, but they are feeling as if they're shut out. I've got a funny feeling you possibly could have done something to make them feel shut out. The card that represents you is a Tower, and that's normally something that is a complete turnaround of events. It's a shocking situation. It could have happened to you in your life, or could have happened between you and this person. They could have discovered that you are already in a relationship. So those feelings have suddenly if this is so, which I don't know, it could be, there's a few alternatives here. If they have found out that you are already married or in a relationship with somebody else, because these like family cards and connections, they will be extremely cool with you, and they will feel incredibly hurt. Everything will seem slightly muddled to them, as if they can't quite get a handle onto the situation, and they are feeling as if they're just shut out, so they are controlling themselves. But the end card, their feelings for you ultimately, regardless of what's happened in the past, which is either very, very positive between you two, unless they have found out that you're with somebody else. Then it's basically this card here of you just discovering that you're with somebody else has left them out in the cold. But their end card is their feelings to you is almost like a smug feeling of knowing that you still like them. And I don't mean smug in a negative way. It's that they might not be able to get to you if you are with somebody else, or if you have been with somebody else, but they know that you still have extremely strong feelings for them. And so they feel content in that, and that's all they have. They've been left out in the cold here. All they have left is the fact that they know that you really like them. Let's put a few cards on this one. Let's put a few cards on the Tower. This Tower represents you, so I don't know if you can see that there. Okay, to me is as if this situation could possibly be just you. You could be going through some sort of split up that might not even involve them, but what you're feeling is almost a feeling of defeat, and a defeat of heaviness. So they might also be struggling with the fact that you are going through difficult times on your own, and how they're trying to approach this is to be logical with you, but they might be feeling slightly left out, but they still know that emotionally you're everything that they want. So they might be having to cut back on the play, on the fun, and the basic sort of, when you, especially if you're getting a relationship together, those things that are enjoyable, because they know that you are suffering and they want to help you through that. So they are basically cutting their emotions off, or halving them, keeping the fun bits back for a later time, and just giving to you emotionally at the moment. If that makes sense. Because there are quite a few alternatives here. The other alternative was that they realise that you're with somebody else. Or you are getting out of a relationship with somebody else. Okay, 5 of Cups. If you were with somebody else, and they know this, or they've discovered this, they are trying to give you time to sort yourself out. They are trying to be logical and controlled, and they are trying to give you time to sort out maybe your finances or your home life, or even if it's not, if you're with somebody else, I get the general feeling that this person is very attracted to you, feels emotionally as if you two are on the same page, strong sexual desire to you that they're keeping under control at the moment, but it's almost as if they sense to you that you're going through problems, and they're going to give you some time to get through those on your own, with just like a shoulder to cry on, because emotionally you are everything to them, and they can see that. What I'm trying to say is, emotionally, these are your emotional cards. In the past, 10 of Cups and 2 of Cups. So emotionally you fulfill them, and the end result is basically that smug fulfillment. That's how you make them feel, and that's what they feel towards you. Right, to sum this up, to finish you off, strong emotions. This person likes to control their desires for you because they can see that you are going through a difficult patch, which may or might not be part of the connection with them. I get a general feeling, because of the end card, that it's nothing, that they're not affected emotionally by what you're going through, but they feel as if they need to help you through it. Perhaps somebody else has come into your life, or perhaps somebody's going out of your life. Everything's muddled at the moment, but they are sticking through it because they feel quite strongly towards you, and in the end their feelings towards you as contentment, as if they've got everything that they want from you. So difficult times, but no lack of connection and no lack of desire, and it's something that you're going to work through together, and it will be okay in the end. That's my thoughts on pile number 2. Okay, well, I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you like it, subscribe so that you get some more. Sorry, that sounds so blunt. Right, thank you, pile number 2. Right, pile number 3. I'm going to use a different pack because I've shuffled these more. So, Orlovsky. Just give these a quick shuffle. I did shuffle them beforehand. What are your person's feelings towards you? Your person's feelings towards you. Okay. When I've dealt these, just give me a moment, because I'll have to look, because I've started the first and second pile and had to redo it because I've thought of things after I've started shooting my mouth off. Right, okay. I don't leave them upside down. Okay, right. No, I'm not going to shoot my mouth off. Just give me 30 seconds. Okay, I'm going to go through it one at a time. To me, straight off, there's a lot of men in this pack. So, and also the fact that the 3's there, it makes me feel like there's a lot of people, too many people, too few relationships. Your first card is basically the situation at the moment, which with regards to their feelings, is they feel as if there's like a new beginning, there's like a celebration, as if they've almost been trying for a long time to get near you and they have achieved it. It could be something physical, they've probably spoken to you at a party or some sort of event where you've got together, but it's been something that they may have been working towards, and there's that feeling of celebration. But what's crossing that is the possibility, this could either reiterate the fact it could have been a party or a celebration that you met or that you've started your relationship in, or the fact there's just too many people, too many men in this relationship. Could be women as well, but I tend to think men. They feel as if in the past they have been waiting to get in contact with you. And now that this has happened, there's a feeling as if they've basically been smacked in the face by finding out or by discovering that there's other men involved. You know, you at the moment, you are quite, this might be something that you knew already, because you're quite ready for this situation to start moving, so as if you knew what was happening in the past. So you're quite ready to start things moving. You're aware of the fact there might be more people in this situation than there should be. But this other person may be feeling as if hurt, as if they are anxious, as if they can't settle with it, as if they are awake at night, waking up in the night thinking about it. But you seem to be quite at home with the fact that there are a lot of people in this situation. So their feelings for you, I would guess at the moment, were initially something they had been waiting for a long time. You were something they've been waiting for. Finally got the opportunity and found out something that they didn't really want to find out. That you possibly are with somebody else. Let me put all these men here are confusing me. Yeah, there's just three. This to me is too many people in one relationship, which would be affecting their feelings, which were generally hopeful and excitement to boomf. They found out that you're almost untouchable because, or they can't move because there's one of you or both of you already taken. There's 2-3 cards here. There's like emotional loss. See, they've still got something left. There's some hope there, but there is hurt there. There's pain there. Let me find out with this card here. So, the situation surrounding, I'm going to read these to you because you probably know. This situation surrounding is another man. There is an emotional beginning and it's almost like a family member. So I think that you are possibly already, if you're female, you are already in a relationship. If you're a male having this reading, then you might have just found out that they are taken or they are with somebody else. And they are not just with somebody else, but it's like an established relationship, like a marriage. Hold on, let me just keep putting cards on these men. Okay, so their feelings, if you are a woman who's having this reading for a man, or a man who's having this reading for a man, I have a feeling that the person who you're asking for, although has felt strongly towards you in the past, they've been waiting as if they've been waiting for you. They've had that eye on you, and there might be some situation where you might have got together. There's some sort of contact there, but what has followed is that they have found out there's just too many people, and I've said this before. There is too many people in this relationship, It could either be that I've got a funny feeling it's already a very traditional established relationship like marriage. Either that, or the only other thing I can think of, or they can't cope with the fact, this has just come into my head, that you have had lots of partners. If you are female, there are lots of male partners here. If you're male, you've had lots of different boyfriends. And they might be finding that difficult to cope with, but I tend to think it's a family situation, you're married. And what unfortunately is going to happen, if this is feelings towards you, they are going to have to save themselves, cut their feelings off from you, and basically work on reforming their ideas of what your connection could be. This is a really, really strong power, because every card that I put on top sort of tell me again, directly confirm what we started off with, as if it's a really, really strong message. Yeah, okay. This person has had their eye on you. They have thought that you are going to be some sort of, there's going to be some sort of connection with you that they've been looking forward to. They felt familiarity with you. And what has happened, if you've got together, it tends to me to think that you possibly could have got together within some sort of celebration, some sort of building, some sort of event. It may not be. But you have got together and they have basically found out secrets. They have basically had their little heart broken by the fact that you've either had lots of relationships, less likely, more likely that you, and they can't cope with that, more likely that you are with somebody else, or with possibly a few other people. And with regards to their feelings towards you now, they've cut off. I'm really sorry to finish on that, but they can't cope with it. What they've done is they've cut off, and what they might do now is they might have to withdraw themselves to work on whether they can adjust themselves to your relationship or to the thoughts of your relationship with what they have found out. There's no really other polite way of saying that. Right. Okay, I hope that helps. I'd like to say something really nice now to make it better, but I can't, because that's exactly, and it's really strong. So I'm going to leave it there. If that rings true in any way, could you let me know? If it rings true in any way, could you subscribe so that you get more of the same thing? So I'm not basically banging on and talking to myself. But that is a really, really strong part, and I'm really sorry if that hurts your feelings. But that's what I see. Okay, well, good luck with that power number 3. If you do have lots of other people around you at the moment, it would be really nice for me to know. And I hope things work out between you. Thank you for watching.